What's going on, guys? It's Jake over at State Farm. Shit. It's Pete over at Delirium. Um, Coming back to you this time with another war recap. This war recap is actually from 2 wars ago. We faced a pretty good clan. Well, not bad, but definitely a little more challenging that we've seen a little lately. This one is Crooked Smiles. In this one, we almost got 100% destruction. It was a 30 versus 30 war. We only missed out on a couple bases, you'll notice. I'm going to show you a couple, well, one Town Hall 11 attack, a couple Town Hall 10s, and one or two, or maybe three Town Hall 9s. The Town Hall 11 is going to be a go wee wee. Town Hall 10, some air attacks, Queen Walk, Lava Loon. Town Hall 9 is going to be Go-Ho Surgical strategy there. First one I'm going to get into is actually from our main guy, Rip. Rip is a pretty maxed out Town Hall 11. He has shown the greatest improvement, probably out of anyone I've seen in the clan in recent months, to be honest with you. He's one of few. He's doing a lot of practice raids. He's actually pushing right now. He's in Titan 2, I believe. Maybe one day he'll get to Legend if he's good enough. We'll see. Rippy, if you're listening, I hope you make it to Legend probably in the next couple days. Challenge for you. First one I'm going to show you is from him. And what he's going to do is, I believe it's going to be a Quake Go Wee Wee combined with a couple jumps. Now, if you look at this base, you'll notice that it's pretty open, but also closed at the same time. He's going to come from the left side, the left general side. He's going to Quake right over that left Inferno. If I had a damn pen, I could sit here and circle, but I don't know how to do that yet. I'm not very experienced with this whole YouTube yet. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to get into this. Mr. Rip. So you see he starts off with a Quake right there. He's opening up. He doesn't even have to use breakers or nothing. He can just get right into it, straight line shot to the core. He starts those witches back pretty far, simply giving them enough time to spawn all the skellies. Now it's pretty impressive simply because they are two multi-point infernos, and multi-point infernos are pretty tough with witches, simply just because the strands generally do pick up the witches on top of the skeletons. But being a maxed out Town Hall 11, using that level 20 Warden ability, he's able to power right through the first one. He's got enough strength, and watch what he's about to do. He sees that his entire army is going to split, and I'm pretty sure he planned this out, otherwise why would you bring two jumps? But he puts a jump on the south section and also the north section, and he takes that split army and is able to get straight over to the other side. That's a really good plan. I mean, not many people are able to see that your army will split ahead of time. So that's a really good call, really good plan out on his part. Like I said, he's gotten a lot of practice, so I'm sure he's seen a lot of these bases. Town Hall 10, Town Hall 11, a lot of the bases that you're going to see when actually pushing up Titan, Legend, even High Champs, there are a lot of internet bases, and this is a pretty common base that you're going to see. He hasn't even used his Queen ability. It doesn't even need to. And it's a pretty easy 3-star for him. So that was a really nice attack. Look how much he just has so much stuff left. Hats off to you, buddy. Rip actually had a 6-star war. He 3-starred another guy. But I can't be selfish and show 2 of your attacks, Rip. So please understand, I gotta share the wealth. Next one is actually going to be from our leader, Mr. Dad. Dad is a Canadian bacon maple syrup loving dude. One of the nicest guys I've actually ever met. Really, really, really good guy. Definitely helpful. We're going to get into his attack. His attack is going to be a Queen Walk Lava Loon. And you'll notice once again, this base is a pretty popular, pretty common base. You got your Ringus format. So pretty easy, especially when you have all the air defenses sitting on the outside. People aren't smart enough these days. Well, some people aren't smart enough these days to understand that a simple walk makes you susceptible to definitely taking out 2 air defenses and possibly a third. And I'm pretty sure he might get a third. I'm not sure. Without further ado, let's get into this. Dad, the leaders. Go figure, his dad. He's the dad of the clan. But we're going to get into this. Pretty nice start. He's going to start, you'll notice, up in the northwest area. Given that he has access to an air defense and also the clan castle with his queen walk. Level 40 queen. Pretty beast. Creates a nice funnel with that wizard up top, you notice. But within a matter of seconds, he's already gotten the first air defense. A lot of people make that mistake. You'll notice that they will wait too long to use a rage. And some people that have no experience in this will think that, why are you raging into middle of nowhere? But he's boosting those healers. They become faster, more powerful. Look on the west side. You got his king coming in. King is going to do 2 things. It's going to take a direct shot to this air defense. Right as it goes down, he does an immediate ability. Boom, queen's gone. So he's already gotten clan castle, 2 air defenses. His queen hasn't even used her ability. It's a great base if you want to do this attack. You see this base everywhere. That single Inferno, that can do a lot of damage. He's going to quickly rage, get the air sweeper down, and boom, he's gotten the single Inferno. So basically at this point, you got 2 air defenses, a clan castle, you got an Inferno already. At this point, it's pretty easy for him to do a lava loon. 2 air defenses from the east side, and he's got an air defense. I mean, basically anything that's going to target this lava loon attack is already down. Brings 3 haste, and notice how he's positioning everything. He's dropped two lavas at the first air defense. He's going to drop a haste on each area of this to simply create a funnel. And you'll notice from the entire southeast wall, everything has got a straight shot to the center. I mean, there's nothing in this attack I would change. His hound is up and ready. Inferno goes down pretty quick. Queen, once again, full life. I mean, it's an overkill attack, and he executed this absolutely perfectly. Rest at this point is just clean up. Fast forward through that. He's got 2 hounds up, actually. Now, sometimes that's a bad thing, just because in case you need cleanup troops, not having 2 hounds explode could be potentially bad, but this was such a quick and easy attack for him that it was obviously irrelevant. Next attack we're going to get to, now in a couple of our war recaps, I've showed my man Fritz here a couple times. Fritz has been really helpful to the clan simply in the fact that he's actually introduced a lot of these attacks to us, and I'm not trying to sound uber grateful to the guy because he kind of pisses me off half the time. Fritz, if you're listening, my middle finger's up to you, buddy. Love you, but fingers are still up. He's done a really nice job showing us some of these new hybrid attacks. So definitely hats off to him on that. So we're going to get into this. He's also going to do a similar style attack to what I just showed you. He's been doing this attack for a little while, so he's gotten really good at it. So without further ado, let's get into Fritzy's attack on number 8, Tim A. Now Fritz is going to start off in the south east section with his queen walk. You'll notice that he just dropped a simple barbarian up there by the queen. I don't know why people leave spots in their bases open. I mean, especially near your clan castle. It makes it such for an easy lure. Just totally unnecessary. Maybe he forgot. Maybe he still has the same army he uses to push up to Crystal League with. I'm not sure. Does a really nice job. Breaks into the center. He doesn't want to walk around the entire edges. He wants to actually go towards the center. Because his whole objective there is to obviously he's going to get the air defense, get as much of that right there as he can. Queen takes a little fire. She's got an expo locked on her. Now she has a couple point defenses. The main thing that with these queen walks that you'll notice is it's all about figuring out how much heat that your queen can actually take. You know, what's the certain level that you can have a queen and actually do a queen walk? There's no certain level. It really all depends on the base. You can have a level 15 queen and do a successful queen walk if your queen's only going to take on 1 or 2 point defenses at a time. You'll notice that he just dropped a couple giants simply because he's taken down a multi-inferno with a golem and a king behind. He's going to rage the king simply straight into the inferno because he wants to get that down and out of the way pretty easily. The whole queen walk that you saw first off, it cleared a lot of the way. So when he dropped only a couple giants and his king, it made it so that nothing ran around. It was a direct shot with the jump. He's already taken down 1 air defense, 2 air defenses, a clan castle, a queen, and an inferno. Once again, your typical 3 haste drop pretty quick. That's going to get everything cycling forward pretty fast. Another haste to get that inferno. As soon as the freeze lightens up, it's already down. Now Fritz again with the back end loons. He loves coming up on the backside. I mean, did you just see the way that Wiz Tower took it? He had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 black balls right up behind. No match. Rest at this point is simply cleanup. That was a really nice attack. Queen, nothing like having a full health queen at the end of a raid. So, hats off, Fritz, another 3-star. Next one we're going to show you, I'll show you this one. So this is from, actually, Fritz's good friend, Tom. This is on a Town Hall 11. You'll notice a lot of the defenses are Town Hall 8 standards. But it still has the Warden, it still has the Eagle, and still has Infernos. So even though it may look like a rushed base, it's still not easy to 3-star when you have a Warden, 2 Infernos, and the Eagle on top of it all. So once again, this is going to be another Queen Walk Lava Loon. He's going to start off in that southeast area. The whole objective here is he wants to get the Warden, he wants to get the Eagle, the Queen, and as much as that south area as he can. So he dropped the Hog up northwest to trigger the clan castle because he's nowhere near it. But uses breakers pretty intelligently because he knows the way he just broke that, it's going to walk around to the south. Our number 1 tomato actually did an attack on this base, but it was a maxed out Town Hall 11. He finished with a 90%, almost 3-starred it, but one last saving grace defense did it. And the reason was is when he first did this attack, it was the exact same base, and he did the exact same attack. But he didn't use the breakers that you're going to see Tom Extendia, but his name is Tom. You're going to see him deploy right now so that he can actually get King and Queen access to that Eagle defense. And the Eagle defense can really ruin a lot of attacks if it just is sitting there unattacked. You'll see right now, down goes the Eagle defense. He's already gotten 1 air defense, an Eagle, the King, the Queen, the clan castle. I mean, he's destroyed a lot of this base already. A lone hog he thinks may be able to snag that defense on the bottom. It's not going to live long enough, but Queen will grab it. But it doesn't matter at this point. She grabs it. So you're going to notice the lava loon. It's going to start up in the northwest. And watch how he deploys his balloons. They're targeting specific air targeting defenses. He drops an early haste, get those balloons directly over to the air defense before the hound pops. Same on the right side. I mean, it's the exact same mirror attack. Northwest, northeast, everything is centering and perfect funnel directly to the center. And that's the problem with his base. If you just noticed, when he dropped that freeze, it was on 2 single infernos. That one freeze took up 2 infernos at the exact same time. And when he had that collapsing attack, they both went down at the exact same time. I mean, he's got nothing but almost all of his balloons, all of his pups. I mean, not even close. That's a Town Hall 11. Yes, he's rushed a little bit, but he still has Town Hall 11 defenses. I don't see too many Town Hall 10s 3-starring Town Hall 11. So overall, it's a pretty good attack in my opinion. So nice job, Tom. All right, next attack. And you'll notice we had a lot of really nice attacks up high. It's not often you see a ton of 3-stars between Town Hall 11s. I mean, in this base, this was a 30 versus 30, once again, I remind you. And, no, I'm sorry. This was a 25 versus 25. I take that back. So we had 71 out of 75 available stars. We only missed a couple bases. 2 Town Hall 11s and 2 Town Hall 9 or Town Hall 10s. So pretty good job overall with that, guys. Next one, well, I'm not going to show that. That's a Town Hall 9. It was cleanup. I'm actually going to get into this. This is a good friend of mine. His name looks like Taylor, but he wants me to pronounce it like Tyler. I feel like I got a lot of people in my clan that say, can you pronounce my name correctly? Even though it's spelt like this, but it's pronounced like this. And hey, Dawes. Yeah. So let's check out this. Now, you'll notice this is our number 15, 3-starring the number 11. Before this attack, he had a not so great attack. He's normally very clutch. He's a normally very good hogger. And he got pretty pissed off. He came back with a vengeance, so hats off to you for doing that. This is a pretty maxed out Town Hall 9, if you notice. He's got a lot of the lava walls, 27, I'm sorry, Queen, 25, King. Now, this is a pretty typical base. It looks like a internet base. There's 4 possible spots for double bombs, double giant bombs. And you'll notice the way he deploys these. I'm not gonna lie. He kind of got lucky a little bit with the way he deployed them, simply because it's hard to predict where they are. But any good person, especially with war, knows not to put double bombs near a queen. So you can typically expect, if you're facing a good clan, that if you have a double giant bomb area or possible area where you can fill them, and they're in front of the queen, they're most likely not there because everybody knows that your kill squad has to hit the queen. So let's get into this one. Once again, very good attack. I mean, I'm not discounting this attack at all. Standard Goho used his two golems. His heroes are right in the middle of the pack, 15 king, 18 queen, so just a little over 30 combined. Starts off in that east area, and he doesn't use a jump. He uses a rage, and that was pretty good because if you notice where the expos are placed and where they are targeting, that it doesn't matter. I mean, the jump is really, yes, you want to get as much to the core as you possibly can, but the core has nothing that he really needs to get to. He's distracting everything from the east side only. Starts his hogs down south. Now, throughout this raid, you're going to notice, no, he doesn't do surgical. He drops them at 2 points simply at the bottom. Pretty standard, right? But his heal placement is perfect. As soon as that bomb goes off, he drops a heal. Every hog is still alive. Even though that's a double bomb, he triggered it perfectly so that it was only one after the other. Drops a poison right on top of that main hog group. That slows him down nice and easy. Last heal is perfect. I mean, you don't need max heroes to 3-star a max base, especially at Town Hall 9. Town Hall 9 is probably the most balanced Town Hall there is. I mean, you can have a low Town Hall 9 that's got, say, I don't know, level 10 king, level queen, level 10 queen, and you can still 3-star it. As long as you just drop everything correctly. I mean, obviously, yes, you need max hogs, you need your golem and whatnot. The rest is just gravy at this point. I mean, he's got almost all of his hogs left over. Just uses queen ability for fuck's sake for no reason. But at this point, he's got it. So fast forward through the rest of this. Hats off to you, Tyler. Really nice raid, man. Way to bounce back. Number 15 hitting up number 11 for a 3-star. Next video, or next replay. I forget how he told me how he wanted to pronounce his name. Once again, I remind you, my entire clan, every time I've made a video, has commented and say, "You've pronounced my name wrong." I mean, I guess that's what you get for having a clan from everywhere in the world. I mean, you got United States, you got the UK, you got Ireland, Dawes, you got Canadian Bacon, you got Israel, I mean, Africa. We're all over the place. I mean, we're mostly based in the US and UK, but we got people from everywhere. So I'm sorry, guys. It's hard to please everybody with all your names and pronunciations. You know, why don't you just create a normal name like Peter or Pete? You know, yes, American dream. Go Trump, build the wall. I'm actually not voting for him, but for joke's sake, why not, right? Anyways, we're going to get into my man Jay is what we're just going to call him. This guy, I think I told you guys in the last video, we are an adult clan. We are focused on adults, mostly mid-20s to mid-30s. You're probably thinking, oh man, this is a kid's game. What are you guys doing? You try getting married and sitting at home all day after work. What are you going to do? Hey wife, my day was great. How was your day? My day was good. Let me tell you about this stuff. No, nobody really cares. No, nobody cares. You love each other. You're happy with each other. You're married. Yes, that's all great. But you want to sit down and play with your cock from time to time. It's normal. It doesn't matter if you're 30, 40, 50, or 60. I mean, granted, at 60, you're having a little trouble playing with it, but Viagra, props to you, pops. All right, so this is turning into a comedy station, so I might as well get into the attack that you guys all want to see. This is a pretty good base. It's a pretty maxed out Town Hall 9. It's a 3-star, or anti-3-star setup is how you call it. So you'll notice what he's going to do is, my man Jay here, since he's been here, he does a lot of the Queen Walk, whether it's a Golaloon, whether it's a Surgical Hog. I mean, his timing it's on point. He's a young kid. He's like 15 years old or 16 years old. But the man knows how to play with a cock. I mean, I'm not going to lie. And if that's illegal, I'm sorry. I mean, Clash of Clans, COC. So he's going to start up on the west side. You're going to notice he's going to drop a hog simply because that Wiz Tower is focusing on the queen, so he can get away with that. I mean, one hog just killed the Wiz Tower. He wants to get that clan castle out so that the queen can simply focus on getting that clan castle out of the way pretty early. So he's going to drop an early rage because a dragon with 2 balloons is pretty painful, especially on a level 20 queen. If you don't time it right, I mean, she could take you right out. Now, notice the angle of where he's going. If you notice, he's continuing to go north. Where are his healers? They're pretty close to that north air defense. So he drops his kill squad northeast pretty quickly because he wants to get to that area as fast as he can to try to save the healers. I mean, you don't think they're a big part, but you want them to be alive, at least a couple of them. Pretty early, and his attack armies are pretty unethical. This is a hog attack. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a hog attack, and he's got 2 rages and only 1 heal with 18 hogs. But everything center, including that queen, is locked onto the golems, the king, the queen, and you'll notice on the east side he starts deploying his hogs very surgically. I mean, he's dropping 3 to 4 at defenses that are looking at his kill squad. So by the time they get to that air defense and that cannon where he drops that one heal, which is perfect heal placement, by the way, nothing was looking at them. I mean, they just took out like 8 defenses before anything even started targeting the hogs. I mean, that's a perfect example of a nice queen walk go-ho surgical strategy. I mean, we're no YouTube expert clans, or, I mean, I'm not Jake from State Farm or anything, but the way that some of these people are able to emulate these attacks is pretty high class. The rest is just cleanup. Hats off to you, buddy. I mean, it's a fantastic attack. And if you want to look at his army, I mean, he has 8 minions. And if you notice at the beginning of the raid, the minions were simply just to funnel the queen. The most important thing in a queen walk is you want to make sure she goes where you want her to go. I mean, there's nothing like saying, I want my queen walk to end right where my kill squad starts, and my kill squad's going to go north, but my queen ends south. I mean, you may get away with a 3-star, but it's going to be 100% pure luck. I'm not going to show you this one. This is my mini, like I've shown you in previous videos. This was a 100% lucky attack. I'm not going to lie. I actually almost quit on that attack at 37%. I almost shut the damn thing off. I thought I failed it. I'm going to show you this last attack. This last one is going to be from my man Kev. Why am I showing this? Because Kev always thinks that he gets no love from me. So I'm going to go ahead and feature in this, even though this video is turning into the longest video that I ever imagined. I mean, I think we're at like almost 30 minutes. Jesus Christ. Anyways, so Kev does a pretty good job. He brings a little more breakers than necessary. You're going to notice that his breakers are going to get him into that queen pretty fast, pretty easy. Debatable. Do you even need the jump spell at that point? Do you need a rage? Who knows? Now, my man Kevin actually works at State Farm, so it kind of applies. And if you guys need, or whoever's watching this, you need an insurance quote, or you need some car insurance, or you need mortgage, whatever the case is, hit him up. He's a really personable guy. He may be more expensive than Geico, but it doesn't even matter, because you know why? You get Kevin on the phone. Kevin's a really personable human being. He'll talk you through it all. Yes, he's more expensive. But is he more efficient? Yes. Would I pay $100 more to be with Kevin? I would. But that's just me. Can you afford $100? You may not know. But you get the quality level of friendship, human being that you can get. Anyway, back to the attack. So he does a really nice job. His heal placement was all on point. That last bomb on the bottom doesn't even matter because it's the only cannon left. Rest is simply clean up. He hasn't even used his queen ability. I mean, hats off to you, man. You did a really nice job. A+, my man Kev from State Farm. Hit him up. You need a policy, your wife, your brother, your son, doesn't even matter. Hit him up. I better get paid on this. All right, so I've wasted enough of your time, guys. This is our war recap against Crooked Smiles. Crooked Smiles, your smiles probably are not so crooked at this point because you just got your shit pushed in. 71-62. A couple of the guys didn't even attack. Actually, I'm going to show you one thing. There's nothing more that pisses me off than watching a co-leader of a clan not even bother to attack. It just says, guys, you're screwed. I don't care. I'm not bothering. Fuck your shit. All right, guys. See you on the next one. Pete, Delirium. We're unstoppable. Hit us up. Warlock still looks the same. Everyone says, oh my God, you don't have a 56 win streak. No, we do. It continues to grow. Take care, guys. Until next time.